I've always been fascinated by the way historical events can shape entire belief systems. Today, we're going to explore one of the most significant stories in human history, the story of Easter. This tale of betrayal, sacrifice, and hope has captivated billions of people for centuries. So, let's dive into the events that unfolded over 2,000 years ago and continue to influence our world today. Are you ready to travel back in time and uncover the mysteries of this ancient narrative? Our story begins with a solemn meal known as the Last Supper. Jesus, surrounded by his closest disciples, shares bread and wine, instituting what would become known as the Eucharist or Holy Communion. But the atmosphere is tense. Jesus knows that one of his own will soon betray him. The disciples exchange worried glances, unsure of what's to come. As the night progresses, events take a dark turn. Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' disciples, leads a group of armed men to arrest Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. This act of betrayal sets in motion a chain of events that will change the course of history. The tranquil garden becomes a scene of chaos and confusion as Jesus is taken away. The next day, Jesus faces trial before the Sanhedrin and is then brought before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. Despite finding no fault in Jesus, Pilate bows to pressure from the crowd and sentences him to crucifixion, a brutal form of execution reserved for the worst criminals. Jesus is forced to carry his own cross to the hill of Golgotha. There, he's nailed to the cross and left to die, a process that typically took days. But after only a few hours, Jesus dies. His body is taken down and placed in a tomb donated by Joseph of Arimathea, sealed with a large stone. As the stone rolls into place, it seems like the end of the story. But is it really? But the story doesn't end there. On the third day after his burial, Sunday, something extraordinary happens. Women visiting the tomb find the stone rolled away and the tomb empty. Confusion turns to amazement as Jesus appears to his disciples and other followers, alive and well, over the next 40 days before ascending into heaven. This event, the resurrection, forms the core of Christian belief. It represents the triumph of life over death, offering hope of salvation and eternal life through faith in Jesus Christ. Today, Easter is celebrated by millions around the world, not just as a historical event, but as a living promise of renewal and hope. From sunrise services to elaborate parades, Easter has become a global celebration of new beginnings. As we've seen, the story of Easter is more than just a tale from long ago. It's a narrative that continues to shape our world today. Whether you're a believer or not, the themes of sacrifice, forgiveness, and hope resonate across cultures and time. So next time you see an Easter egg or a chocolate bunny, remember the profound story behind this global celebration. How will you carry the spirit of renewal and hope in your own life?